Hey everyone, what's going on? So, got some new parts in for the TRX4 Defender. You'll have to excuse my voice. This weather change here is wreaking havoc on me right now. But I decided I wanted some beadlocks, some new tires, foams. The standard tires on my TRX4, they're awesome. The Canyon Trails, they're great. But for the sport, I think they're great and stuff, but like for the Bronco, the Defender, the Blazer, the ones that have the multi-speed transmissions, the heavier bodies, especially the Defender, and you guys that have the TRX4 Defender know how heavy that thing is. And even like maybe even the 6x6 is, it has an extra set of axles, so it probably doesn't factor in that much, but I know that Merc body is really heavy as well. The foams are just a little too soft. When you get it on a side hill, the tires kind of collapse over and everything. And like I said, for a lighter truck, I think they're great. But, for a heavy truck like that, not so much. So I decided to get a new set of tires and everything. And I decided, I might as well get a cool set of wheels while I'm at it. So I picked up these beadlocks on Amazon. Now, these are kind of those Chinese knockoff beadlocks, but they still work really well. They're aluminum. They're machined aluminum. The only thing I will say about these is they're a pain to put together. It took me about 2.5 hours to put these together. And the reason being, so obviously fronts and backs. So if you look at the back here, you've got this hub adapter in here, and you've also got six screws around the back right here. Now, those are actually what holds the beadlock together, not these 24 screws around the front. So now when they come, it comes with, individual pieces, bags of hardware, and actually filmed a little bit, which we'll throw in here in a second, of what these all look like disassembled. I just want to go ahead and show them first assembled. So you do have to put each one of these screws in. The adapters in the center here come in, but I took these out and Loctited them. And then you'll have to put the bolts in the back to bolt them together, and then obviously put your foams and stuff in. So I went with the Proline BF Goodrich rock terrains. These are the little bigger rock terrains. They're just a little bit bigger than the stock tires. They're not like the XL size like the Super Swampers. I went with these over the Hyrax because I wanted something a little more scale. I'm going for more trail-oriented scale looks on my Defender versus all-out rock crawling ability. If I was just going to go rock crawling with it, I would have got the Hyrax Predator tires. These are their standard, these are standard compound in the BF Goodrich terrain, so they're a little more scale and stuff like that looking. I think those are cool. Aluminum center channel in here. These do have, like I said, the Proline 2-stage foams. So you see they're definitely not really squishy. They are at first, then you hit that closed cell foam, they're really tight. No air coming out of these. So the beadlock does seal it up, so no worry about venting or anything like that. Shouldn't get any liquid or anything in these. Now, the only thing you need to know about these, everybody, if you're going to get a set of these, pick you up some Loctite 222. Loctite 222 is the purple. It's the light stuff. If you put blue on these, I know it says it's removable, but on screws this small, you will never get them out. You'll just rip these things apart. Blue Loctite is for 1/4 inch or bigger screws, not for RC stuff. Loctite purple is completely sufficient for anything in RCs, even 5th scale. It's hard to find. You'll probably have to order it online or go to like a Fastenal or a nut and bolt store and have them get it for you. But it's Loctite 222. It is the purple compound. So let's go ahead and take a look here in a second at what these look like apart. We'll throw them on the Land Rover, and we'll talk about my final thoughts on these and whether I think they're worth the $40 you're going to spend on a set of these. Okay, so let's take a look at the raw parts, and sorry if the quality of this isn't coming out real good. I'm having to flood this with light to get it to actually my camera to even focus right. But so we got the tire here, we got the dual stage foams in here. Don't know if how well you guys can see that, but it's the Proline dual stage foams, as I said before. So like I said before, these wheels, they're affordable, but they're kind of a pain to put together. 48 screws per. So it's going to take some time, but once you do it the first time, after that, it's not that hard. So what you've got is the outer ring, the inner ring, and the middle hoop. All aluminum. So the middle hoop is real nice. take a look at one of the other wheels I've already got assembled here. Fits really nice in there, fits really snug. You know, it actually grips these foams inside really well and really tight, so that, shouldn't have any slippage issues. It should help with the beadlock holding. But very well machined. They fit in here, they fit in here real nice. So we'll set that over the side. So here is your, try to do this while I'm watching through the camera. So here's your back ring. You see you've got your 6 bolts here in the back that are going to go through the back. Now, if you ever had to change tires, that's the only ones you'll have to remove from the beadlock. You won't have to undo these front, the 32 in the front. So you've got 32 up front that you have to, and you need to Loctite these in, guys. And like I said before, purple Loctite. Don't use blue. You'll never get these things out. These screws are way too small. Get online, find a shop that can order it for you. I'm using Loctite 222. It's the low strength purple. It's perfect for little bolts this size. So I'll still be able to get these apart. So once you go through and you put all these in, I've only got 2 of them in because I have not put these together yet. You'll screw all those in, and then that's going to make your solid front ring. Now, the other bolts you're going to have to put in are these 6 coming through the back once you bolt them in and Loctite them. And then you'll also need to take these. I've already got these installed, but I'm going to take them back out and Loctite them. They won't, I think only 2 or 3 of them come in. It's the center where you can take this hub out and you can change this out for different hub adapters. You're going to want to take those out and Loctite those in as well. Those go in pretty tight. They probably wouldn't have to have it, but just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and Loctite them, just to be sure. And then once you put it all together, you've got your solid, you've got your beadlock. So that's basically how that's going to work. So there's your individual pieces, guys. Like I said, it's kind of annoying to put them together the first round, but once you get over that initial hump, it's really easy to just pull the pull the 6 out of the back, change out your wheels, change out your tires, change out your foams, whatever you're going to do, and then put those back in. So we got the tires mounted up. So I'm going to throw in some pictures, some B-roll at the end of this, showing you a comparison of these side by side, or we could just grab one here and show you. So here's the factory tire right next to this. So just couple mil bigger. So not a whole lot. Really no wider. So now weight wise, because weight is everything. A lot of guys are doing brass portal covers and stuff on their TRX4s, or any truck really for that matter. If you got a STX10 or a Sendero or any of those, weight down low is good. So these factory tires, and I don't have an exact scale, so I just did kind of the hand-in-hand method. Each one of these combinations is about as heavy as 2 of these. So 1 wheel is equal to a pair of factories with the plastic and the standard tire. So basically you've doubled the weight here. So so I don't know the exact weight gain of that. These do list what the weight of the wheels are and all that. So I'm sure you could calculate it up, but they basically it's twice as heavy. So that's going to make the TRX4 a little bit more stable from rollovers and stuff like that. It should help give it a little extra traction. I think the dual stage foams are going to be good. Now these tires are not vented. I've actually Gorilla taped these off because it made them a little stiffer. If you that's about what you can do to stiffen these tires. As you can see, you put a little bit of weight on these will collapse over. They just basically, the sidewalls just peel under, and that causes it to roll over when you're side hilling. That's one of the things I wanted to fix with these beadlocks and with these tires. This is not so much the foam, it's kind of just an overview of why I did all this. But if you turn the truck over now, you see about halfway down are the stiffer foams in here, right about the tread line. So when you get it over on here, it's going to collapse a little bit. Then it's going to catch those closed cell foams and actually allow you a lot more traction. And also too, instead of tire really just flatten out, it sort of gives you that not flat tire look, but that deflated look where it sort of, you see it kind of pushes the tire out a little bit. It's basically looks like you just took a tire and it's almost like you took the tire and dropped the pressure really low, and stuff like that. So, Now with the dual stage, it is moving around a little bit. I think once this sets in, it'll be better. These foams for this tire, honestly, probably could be just a tick bigger. Maybe I should have got XL foams. It said these went to 4.75 inches, which is what these are. But you can see you've got a little bit of give in that first layer of foam before it hits the stiffer part. The wheels fit really good. The adapters fit perfect. So this thing out of the box fits the TRX is great, and I'd say anything you've got that would fit standard wheels like this, it's going to fit great. And again, these are 1.9s. They do make them in 2.2s. For you guys that have little bigger crawlers, stuff like that, or you have maybe you have one with tracks on, it's already got the lift kit on it, you could go ahead and run those 2.2 versions of these stuff like that, or you could still run a 1.9 with like an XL tire, something like that. So you do have some options. But yeah, guys, so there's the TRX4. If you see, got the net on the back, and I went ahead and got this. Now another thing is, if you guys got a TRX4, total sideline to this, if you want, we have 5 tires. So if you don't want an oddball tire, my solution was, instead of buying a set of tires and a whole new set of wheels and having a bunch of extra wheels laying around because you can't buy these individually, I just ordered this off eBay from Yeah Racing. They got like 11 different ones. I got the Crawl from Hell spare tire cover, stretched it over the factory tire. Anything bigger than these factory tires is probably not going to go. But I think that kind of gives it a cool scale look. And, now I don't have that oddball tire kind of hanging off the back. So that's pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, there you go. There's the Enjora 1.9 aluminum beadlocks for your 1/10 scale rock crawlers. Let me you guys leave any questions, comments, anything you got, and I will do my best to leave links down in the description where you can pick all these items up at. Catch you guys later.